Welcome to Presswood Comics. I am Aaron, and this is my brother Cody, and we will be reviewing Sword Master. Da da da. And so, what did you think about this one, Cody?
Well, as always, we'll start with the art, which I like that the cover actually represents most of the artwork in the book.
Kind of, I guess.
Except for the second half. The first half is very anime, and then the second half is Western because they don't introduce, but they bring in a Western yet Chinese character.
Yeah, the girl's not in it at all. I don't like that when you put some character on the cover that's not in it.
Yeah.
And so let's go ahead and delve in. And Lin Lie grew up on up on tales from ancient Chinese history and mythology. His father was an archeologist, and Lie and his brother used to accompany him on expeditions, seeking adventures like the ones in the stories about heroes and demons. And then we'll keep going in. Big scary monster. I really like this page right here.
Yeah, it's a cool page. It's a god of war.
Yeah. God of War, right there.
And there's a bunch of people fighting it. You can see down here. They're like, it looks like some are wielding magic, some are just kind of throwing spears at it.
Yeah.
So, and then he's got like a clump of people in his hands.
Yeah, it's really well drawn, that one is.
Yeah.
And then we move on, and then it's the main character, very anime-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is very, very, very anime-ish. And he has this magical sword, and he doesn't have any idea how to use it. The monsters laugh at him. Then all of a sudden, his father runs in. And then, what? Dream. But his dream is actually based in a reality that his father and his brother is missing. And then a secondary character who's probably going to be part of the main storyline of Swordmaster gets introduced.
Yeah, Ching, his name. Typical anime blonde hair guy.
Yeah.
I really liked his their exchange too. They had a short exchange.
He's the cool guy with blonde hair.
Yeah, but he was fun. He's like, hey, I'm a bit of a rogue, but I'm also, your buddy.
Yeah, he's probably going to be he's going to be like the Samwise Gamgee, to his Frodo. Yeah. That's my guess.
Except, he's like, I can pick locks.
And I get
things done.
He's a cool guy, and then he gives his friend some information so he can see maybe where his father went to.
Yeah.
So we keep going. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Cool shirt.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, you just have some of their back and forth, and he's like, I got you. Here's
I'm a real bro.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna kind of skip ahead here. You start finding out what happened to his father. I like that middle panel right there with all that portal smog smoke, and then the greenish like sword being in the middle. Very well done. Very well done. Good job, guys. You did the art.
Which is funny because it's a picture on a phone.
Yeah, but it is cool.
Yeah,
it is cool. It's very well drawn. I like it.
The guys who are giving him information were the grave robbers who went to.
They were gonna rob graves, and then his father, the archaeologist, comes running down.
Yeah.
Freaking booking it right there. Comes running down, saying, "You guys can't do that." And they're like, "We don't care. You ain't got no authority here." Ba-boom! And then this blood smog like just surrounds them, seen right there, and his brother and his father disappear, and he's trying to look for him. So he's gonna go he found these guys, and he's gonna go trade some stuff for information.
Well, they're currently doing that now.
They're currently doing that, and then he puts basically this little crystal inside of this. I think what is it called? A Japanese puzzle box or Chinese puzzle box? Yeah, Chinese puzzle. He's Chinese. Chinese puzzle. His name's Lin Lie, and he's the one that made it. Put the crystal in just to mess with him because they basically screwed his father over.
Well, they beat him up.
Yeah, and they beat him up. So it's a nice little story so far. Lots of action.
Mm-hmm.
Runs smoothly.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, I can't
weird.
show you the very ending of this comic, but then it goes in to another little comic where Lin Lie already have the sword. He already has the sword, and we introduce ShangChi
into this,
into a separate comic. The problem with this comic is too short, And why are you putting this in there? It doesn't make any sense that you would already forward the story. What's going to happen to Lin Lie? You don't know what's going to happen to Lin Lie late. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, he's already costumed up and everything.
It makes no sense why you'd put that here.
He can wield the sword.
Yes, what?
They've been established that they know each other now.
Exactly. That's weird, man.
They're in New York right now,
This little comic, it's about training. But Shang-Chi is a cool little... It seems like he's going to be a cool character. They're going to have a movie of him starting in like a couple years for the Marvel Phase 4 movies. Yeah. And I don't really know a lot about him. But he's supposed to be like a... What?
So it's going to be a real mixed bag of movies.
Yeah. We've talked about it. And I'm most excited for Doctor Strange and the multiverse horror one. Yeah. I can't remember the title. But it's going to be like the first big like Marvel horror movie. Yeah. And that sounds really cool. That sounds really cool to me.
And they're going to, introduce him.
He's going to have his own first solo movie, but I think I'm going to give him a big chance and everything, but he's like a master kung fu, so I guess he's kind of magic. I don't know. We'll have to research him more.
He might not be magic.
Yeah, but he's going to have kung fu magic. Like in this, he breaks a tree in half.
That's true.
All right? The kung fu experts that really exist, they like do stuff for so long. Like they'll pound the ground for years and years, and the temple that they're in, the floor will eventually go down. Or they'll hit a tree for years and years, and it eventually like start cracking the tree, and then you'll see its indents. That's the type of real kung fu stuff.
Well, I mean, any type of comic martial art, most of the time, is just an enhanced version of that martial art.
Unless you're Batman.
Like to the extreme.
Because he knows them all. And then he does a little crime fighting here. He gets him. He's kind of like
he doesn't do crime fighting. He's dragging.
Guaranteed, Shang-Chi is a crime fighter.
No, I'm just saying now he's not.
Oh yeah.
He's just dragging Lie.
Yeah.
You get
he teaches him a little lesson.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, you hit that tree over and over, but you're doing it with no confidence, with no knowledge about anything, basically." And then he's like, look at the log, look at the tree, look at the curves.
Yeah, he's basically getting at it. You're just swinging a sword just to swing it.
Rage. Yeah. You have to be smart.
He's like you need technique and skill.
Yeah, technique, skill. And then
it's like really study your opponent.
Yes, exactly. I like that about him. And then he's like, oh, he's looking at that tree right now, huh?
Shang-Li is, yeah.
Shang-Li, and then all of a sudden, what?
Yeah.
What?
And then Lie kind of smart mouths him. He's like, yeah, nice kick there. You didn't really do anything.
Oh, didn't I? Shabbat!
Yeah.
Right there.
And then he's like, Lie, here's the lesson. You are the log.
Yep.
Your enemies are studying you.
Yeah.
They're devising tactics to chop, to kick you, chop you in half. You're the log.
We can't show the ending to this mini comic, which makes no sense to me with the first issue comic, because it's way in the future.
Yeah, don't ever do that with the first issue. Don't split it.
Don't ever do that. And here is, this came out on July 24th.
Yeah, so we'll review that. We'll get the
second one
yeah.
Probably on Wednesday.
And hopefully they won't split the story in half again.
Yeah. So, and then, Avengers soundtrack.
Yep. Last page is Axe.
It's an Axe. Freshman. What? Axe is okay. My favorite's Kilo. That's the one that smells the best to me. Anyway.
It's supposed to be like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I don't know. It's weird.
Because it looks like how he used to graffiti stuff.
Yeah, it has that 90s graffiti look.
Yeah. All right. What would you give your grade and your overall review?
I'm going to go ahead and say that this makes me want to see where the story goes. And when you do that, you're at least a decent writer. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a C+ for the first story.
Okay.
It could go downhill. It could get better. We'll see. I like the mini comic on itself that they put in there, but it didn't make sense to put it there because it's in that main character's Lin Lie's future.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is going on? Anyway.
It's like a time skip.
It's like, why did you do that?
It's like it technically begins with a time skip. You might have been seeing the future.
That's true too.
But he was just living in his body that's experienced, but in his current mind while he was dreaming, he was like, I don't know how to wield this thing.
Yeah.
But obviously he did. He was already suited up and ready to go.
And then you're going to find in the mini that he's already starting to learn how to do it. That's not fun.
But I like the art. I thought it was really good.
The art was good.
The writing was solid.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
There was no, some of our other reviews this week. There's been some crap writing, some mixed writing, and
some
overall,
bad art.
yeah, this was not great writing, but it's very solid writing.
It's solid.
There was fun banter.
There was fun banter.
There was you got.
I liked what I did find out about the characters that are going to be in it. I liked them okay.
Yeah.
But we'll delve into that more as the ages go.
Yep. And then I am also interested to see what's going to happen.
And when's the girl going to be introduced?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't really introduce the two main characters because the story was so short. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't even put her on the cover.
If they keep doing that, I'm just going to lose interest because I'm like, is this like a Japanese anime now? Like we get half the story and the rest is filler? Like what is that? Like introduce Shang.
That's only some Japanese anime.
Shit, it's a lot.
Whatever.
It's like the shonen stuff. There's a lot of filler when they're like, we have to make it 200 episodes. But like, and they need to introduce. They don't need to split it again. Just make Shang-Li into a later issue when they're all together, and then he can be introduced.
Put them in his comic, or put him in their comic, but their real comic, their full comic.
Because they exist with the other Marvel universe.
Yeah, obviously.
Because in the last with Shang-Li,
this is the number one. Yeah.
He's in New York.
Yeah.
And there's time skip.
Yeah.
But
Shang-Li isn't like the most popular character, so I don't really know hardly anything about him.
I never even heard of him before.
Until the movie announcement.
Is he as good as Iron Fist? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. You said Iron Fist, the TV show, sucked.
Yeah, I'm talking about Iron Fist, the character, though.
Okay.
Not the crap TV.
Okay.
Well, Netflix show. But anyway, I would also give it a C+.
Oh, okay.
So I don't regret reading it.
Mm-hmm.
The buy is a maybe. It's like if it looks interesting, buy it. It could get better.
I would say buy it. It's a number one. It could get a lot better. This one could actually be worth money someday.
Maybe.
It really could. If this is a successful series, this could be worth money someday. Remember, you can love comics, but you can also invest in comics because some of them are going to be worth some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching Presswood Comics, and
brightest day and blackest night, like, comment, and subscribe with all your might.
And keep trucking.
Yeah,